In this lesson, you'll put all the concepts together and build the structure of a simple responsive website. You'll start by defining a basic page structure that includes the elements that will repeat across all pages in the site. So let's start by taking a look at the design comp for the landing page. And you'll see here that we have a header and a footer and then content in between. The header and the footer bar are going to be the parts of the template that we will repeat across all pages with slight customizations. So let's get to it. I'm going to return to Dreamweaver, and the first thing I'll do is create a new CSS file. And I'm going to save this file into my CSS folder with the name website.css. Click Save, and I'll go ahead and close that file and create an HTML file. And in the HTML file, you want to attach the Bootstrap framework, and you also want to attach your website CSS file that you just created. I'll click Open and OK. And I'm going to uncheck the Include Pre-built Layout option and click Create. I'll save this file into the root of my project folder with the name template.html. Click Save. And you want to make sure that your template appears at the top level of your website. You can see here in the Files panel. And I'll start working with the template file by inserting the cursor below the body tag. I'm going to switch to the Insert panel under Bootstrap Components. I'll choose the Navbar Fixed at Top option. And you can see here that the default navbar is dropped into place on the screen, fixed to the top. From here, I'm going to work with structure a bit and get the components inside of the navbar into the shape that matches the design comp. And I'm going to start by deleting the drop-down menu on the very right. And you can see here, if you scroll the bottom of the code, that it is this link item with the nested UL tags below it. So select that code and delete it. And you can see here that on the right side, we're now just left with the link. And I'm going to change that to contact by typing into code view. You can see here that we've adjusted the right side of the nav bar. Just scroll up in code view a little bit, select the open and close form tags and everything in between, and delete it because I don't need the search form. And scrolling up again, I'm going to delete the drop-down menu on the left side, and I'll do that the same way I did with the other menu by selecting the link item and the nested UL tags. So you have that selected, press delete, and you can see that the nav bar is becoming much more simplified at this point. So I'm going to update the text for the links. On the first link that is currently marked active, I will change that to new features. And I'm going to change the second link to gallery. And I'll copy and paste that second link item to create a third list item. And I'm going to name the third list item articles. And here you can see that I have my basic text link structure in place. Now let's go ahead and add our logo. And I'm going to select the text that says brand. I'm going to delete it. And that leaves our cursor in between the anchor tag, open and close anchor tag. In the insert panel, I'm going to return to HTML, and I'm going to click the image option. Inside the images folder, inside the UI folder, I'm going to browse for the logo PNG and click open. And that drops our logo onto the screen. You can see that it doesn't look quite right yet, but that's fine. We'll adjust this in just a moment. But for now, we have the structure that we want to end up with for the top nav bar. In a moment, we'll adjust the CSS and make this look closer to the design comp.